Seniac, I'm going to build an airport on the island. Trees. Don't knock us down. Seniac makes a domestic airport. International airports. Am I a joke to you? Seniac reclaims land. The ocean. Oil town memories. Seniac, at 3641. I don't want that brown bit here. Is it the textures? Oil town. No. Something much better. You found oil. I am so proud of you, little brother. What did the good fish say to the mean fish? He's my nemesis. I'll see myself out for the second time now. Guys! Welcome back to another episode of FishTown here in Cities Skylines. Guys, last episode we built that airport and oh my goodness me, is it beautiful. Basically I asked you guys to give me some name suggestions in the comment section down below. And a lot of you guys kind of pointed out that it kind of looks like a swordfish because of the kind of the pointy heady bit. Oh, what's going on here? Excuse me. Over here. Say this was the body, that was the tail, that was the pointy head. It looks like a swordfish. Which then I sent a load of comments saying, yo, Seniac, you best call that airport Swordfish Airport. And I thought, you know what, boys? It sounds like a freaking good idea. So, sword, fish, hold on. Airport. I can't even English. Who are you? So there we go, guys. Thanks for renaming that airport. It's beautiful, as now the first airplane takes off with the new official name of Swordfish Airport right now. It's out. Oh, that was a dramatic turn. Anyway, it's doing pretty well. It brings in quite a few peeps right now. Considering that we don't really have a demand to use it as much at the moment. And somebody pointed out as well that I got the road going around the wrong way because they kind of have to cross over one another. Like they come down this way and they should be going down there, but no. So I gotta sort that out. I'll do that. You know what? I'll do that now before I get out of the way. So guys, if you have been enjoying FishTown here in City Skylines, then please make sure that you smash that like button down below. If you are new around here, make sure you subscribe so you're notified when that next video comes out. It's now just getting weirder and weirder, this is. Okay, we'll stop there. And if you haven't already, yeah, you get it, guys. You get the whole jazz. So, today then, let's put it back to play mode. I want to start setting up some more residential stuff, ready for pushing up the industrial demand, because it's been quite some time since we last worked on Crab Harbour. I think I'm not going to work on it just a moment. I want to start setting this little area up here, which will be a completely different harbour altogether. So I'm now officially taking name suggestions in the comment section down below for a new harbour here, which will expand our industry even more. But before I can do that, I need to make sure I have the worker demand. Now, unemployment is very, very low. So I have to create a surplus of population and residents for our jobs and our industry to increase. Now, I'm thinking about Humpback Island. Just like we done over here, a little tourist area. I want to drop a nice little tourist section just here. So the two tourist areas are backing on one another between the two hubs of our ferry line. And then start to increase our residential more in Humpback Island. Maybe get some, like what we've done over here. It's high density, but we've done a skyscraper ban. Do the same over here as well. Start getting the population bulking up on this. And then hopefully it'll start to increase our industrial. Well, we'll see what happens anyway. We'll see what happens. So, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to finish off this little ring road that kind of tears through this place. I'm going to have to get rid of this really old war stuff. There was a war once on FishTown where the fishes tried to attack the peeps. There's a lot of boats here. Oh my goodness me. I don't even know what happened here. Don't even want to know. Basically, the fish lost. And that's why fish stay in the sea, guys. That's how they're not allowed to come out to... Oh, Seniac, please. Just stop right now. Just stop. So, what I'll do is we've got our little bendy wendy right now. To continue going down this way. So, if I went straight to about there, because we need a couple of straight bits anyway to kind of work with. And let's see what we can get out of this then. So, if I went to there and then... bent like that, went straight to about there, and where's that bit there? It's here, which would be we'll call it 14 by 14. There we go. And then what we'll do, we'll cut this straight across just here. Yes, matey. This could go straight across to there. And that connects with that bit up there. And it gives us that solid little ring road going up and around, which would be quite glorious. Yeah. And we got a nice little beach over here as well, which we can work with and kind of build upon. So I'm going to get rid of this history right now. I'm so sorry, but you need to go. I got fish stuff to build. And we're going to set up our little tourist section as well then. So with this little bit here, I want to get it because the road is slightly straight as of this point. So if I try and get it... Well, it's going to be quite hard because it's more straight on this side. But try and create a system where, you know, it looks good. So I think what I'll do is I'll come off there to about here. Let me just pause because I've just destroyed some power lines. And let's say I come down to here. So a 9 by 9 bend to there. Right. And then let's see. If I then come off here is... Well, I got to come over by 11, which would be there. Which will go straight down. Right, I might keep that section here open. Or I might... Well, let me see what kind of slight bend I can do there. 11, 12 by 12 to there. How does that look? It is quite spirally. I don't know how I feel about that. No, I'm not liking this little section what I've done right now. Let me just delete these power lines anyway. I'm going to delete this road and start again. Right, so we'll come off there. I think instead, what I'll do is we'll have that little spot there. So, and I think I'll have that road connect to it. So that's a 7 by 7 to go straight down. And then this, we'll try and crisscross it over. So a 9. Yeah, I want it going down there. So let me try that again, sorry. In fact, I went to there. They crisscross over. And then we can place down some nice little unique buildings and whatnot down there. And then if I come off here with this bit to here. And then bend that up to there. So it's not exactly entirely kind of set up perfect. See, I could quite easily follow the bend round with these, and I don't know why I didn't just do that in the first place. You know what I mean? I just don't know why I just didn't do it in the first place. So, if I went up to here, right, that is there. So come up to here, we'll come out by 5. Then another, let me delete this one back because this one sticks out a bit too far. 5, and then about 10 there and in. Ooh, hello. You went funky. So you delete these parts here. You then do a 5 by 5 to there, and that bends in. And then we do a 9. Well, it's an 8 by 8 at that point when you kind of fully bend it round. So there, and that kind of bends around and follows in there. So then I can pretty much go straight across on these little sections. And then maybe off this. Where's that point? It's just here. So if I go a 4 by 4 and then drive that straight in, and that finalizes that nice little section there. I can either go straight there, or I can create another grid coming down. Then maybe shoot straight up and leave that space open there for my unique buildings. Same with this. Yeah, we'll go with that for now. So, delete the power lines real quick. And let me just see where they're going. So, we'll cut this one from up there. this one can just continue down to here for now. So we are connected. And then we're all back up and running. So with that done then, I did want to turn this into a nice little tourist spot. So we got Humpback Island here. The whole thing's called Humpback Island. So, but inside of Humpback Island, I want to create a little district just here for our tourism. So let me just go right to the edges. Push this up. I'm going to have to move those schools. So if you want to give me some suggestions for this in the comment section as well, guys, for this little section of Humpback Island. So drop a new name. So it's called the Moor District to begin with. But obviously, as we... as you guys rename it... Oh, what's going on? Moor District... Oh, have we got another one? Nobody told me about this one. Nobody told your boy about this little district that's kind of trying to sneak about right now. Well, that's interesting. Oh, that's now gone. That was weird, wasn't it? And put a specialization on it of tourism. There we go. On there. We have a high school just here, which I'm going to move just quickly to over here. And we have a elementary school, which I'll move. And if I can anarchy it, back it on to the back of it. There we go. So it's not in the big party area with what we got currently going down. So I will have to set up one of these roads to be in a like a car park or something. And I think Humpback Island will make a really nice place to put a load of beaches around the edges. It will be the tropical paradise section of the whole of Fishtown. Yes, nice. Right, okay, so we'll... Oh, hold on. What I will do as well, the district stuff. I have to do it in policies, don't I? I'm going to put a skyscraper or high-rise ban on this as well. And I'll do high-density commercial thrown in. So throw all this down then. And we'll just do this nice little... Actually, let me paint it. Throw it down there. So we're not going to have the initial demand to probably build all this from the get-go. If I pause, because I've just thought of another idea. And I don't know why I'm not utilising it. Put in the power lines on the outside just for now until it's technically all connected. You know what I mean? Just makes it easier to kind of place down all the commercial right now. So we'll go up to there. And we will fill this little section up here until I do place down my like unique buildings and whatnot. So that is a hefty chunk of commercial right there. Which that offers a lot of jobs as well. But I'm hoping it should... With me placing it down, it should spark a lot of industrial growth as well. We'll bring this now down to... Let's just bring it down to... Let me just bring it down to here to begin with. Squeeze me. No, it's not that one. What am I doing? Turn the anarchy off. Right, we'll just bring it down to 60 for just a moment. I could bring that one down as well. But is that too close to this? Yeah, I feel like it is. Right. That will be a good way to kind of bend it in just there. Or should I pick a spot? Right, I'll pick a spot just here to kind of push it through. So 11, well, it's 10 by 10 to cross that over, which is pretty sweet. And then, yeah, we are gonna... I will run another one down there. Does seem a little bit too close, but it's okay. It is okay. Might do some kind of a park here. And if I delete this to there, and then we can start a nice little grid format coming off. So, bringing that up to... Well, I could place it all the way down, but I'm going to bring it just to here right now, 40. And then come off there. And where does this go? So it's like we had the grid format, but then the boundary road kind of enclosed in on us. Right to there, and then there should be a nice little way that we could bend in a road just here. That would be perfect if we go straight across. I might have to, and I think it's because it's linked up to that. We even need to touch it to untouch it. And I think I should be able to go straight across just there. Just for a little bit of a wobbler. Let's pause real quick. But nothing your boy can't solve. And let's run. Let me turn the anarchy off again. So let's run now this down here parallel. So we have that nice little running chute, which would be a good way. It's like a really quick method to get from, because eventually this is all going to be beaches. From the beach to the commercial area, and that's obviously, you know, the, what's it called? The transport area, if that makes sense. Just quick little beach vibes. We can get going down. Well, that kind of moves slightly. And we've left this section quite open because we do have the industrial import section just there. And I'm not too sure what I'm 100% going to do with that. So I left it quite open, loads of little spaces, and we can now slowly start to build from within it. Right, let's get the water all set up. Let's just do just the same down here. There we go. Right. So, again, I need a new district here, so let me just paint one quickly. And it's only down to the, because I want to do a high-rise band, and I don't want it to be part of that commercial area. So, looks like you got 2 suggestions there, guys, to give me for names. Try them real quick. Do I want eco buildings, self-sufficient? No, I won't go down that route. But I will drop in this in policies. A high-rise band too. I just don't want that it to be classed as inside the tourist industry, if that makes sense. So anyway, high-density residential. Let me pause. Is it easier to drop it down like that or paint it? We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes, boys. All right, drop that to there, and I'll just paint that last little bit just here. So yeah, it shouldn't be too mental, the high rise on it, but we'll see how it goes. So let that naturally just do what it's got to do. That's going to add in a huge residential boost right now. We probably get up to like 27,000 residents in total, which means you might see a huge influx in people using the airport, which will be really good. We don't technically have a transport route from Humpback Island to the airport at the moment. But that's okay for just a minute. So give it time to expand and grow then. And it's really going to make Humpback Island the tourist destination that it knows it should be. So unique buildings anyway. Do we get any of these little plazas down? We'll just go kind of straight to these. Transport tower. Kind of research. You got the clock tower. No. The official park, courthouse, Grand Mall. See, the mall's a good one because that's where people want to do a lot of their shopping. It's a good one to kind of drop in. So if I place it like central to there, that little section. So it's a nice big building that will. It's the same size as what these skyscrapers with the high-rise band will build up to. Gives me enough room there to kind of zone some stuff. We got the bus depot just there. I might eventually move that and then set up some nice little car parks around because a lot of them are parking on the side of the road, which is pretty much not what we want. But that's okay. Well, I was going to throw in them. We don't want a tax office. That don't fit the vibes. Nor does that. We have the Grand Library, the business park there. Science Centre, servicing building. Aviation Club, no. Heinrich Tower. See, the Expo Centre is a good one, but not for this area. I don't think I'm going to actually throw anything else in from there. But any landmarks we could utilise? Traffic park. Only have this driving range, the casino. The Fantastic Fountain might be a good one. Do you know what? Yeah, we'll go for the Fantastic Fountain. And where do I put this? Well, do you know what? It creates quite like a large noise pollution area. I mean, so with the other buildings as well, but hey ho. So what about just leisure stuff in general then? Right, we've got a couple of parks there. Track and field, the tennis club. Large tennis club grass. See, that's a good one to throw in. That's very residentially, isn't it? Let me just put it into ×1. Track and field, tennis club. That's a small one. I like the large one. I might actually just drop this over here, to be honest with you. Throw that in just there, just kind of on the suburbs area. But I do need a few more buildings on this side. Transport tower. It's more for the skyline, isn't it? I think that's a bit too big. The cluster offices. That's way too big. The courthouse, nah. The old market. See, the old market might be good, but it doesn't really fit the vibes of this kind of area, does it? I could do the opera house. You know, the opera house would be good. Oh yeah, let's do the opera house. I'm doing it there. Right, it should delete those buildings in just a minute. Let me turn my anarchy back off. There we go. That'd be good there on the kind of the edge of the waterfront. And that should then nicely build up this industry. Weirdly enough, the actual industry itself is not going up. So I think next episode, I'll just force grow it and create my own demand, if that makes sense. I think that's what I'm going to do. So they're still going to continue to now move in. And we got a lot of planes landing. There's a plane just there. We've had no people using it, weirdly. What's going on with this? Have I just clicked on it at a weird time to see that no one's using the gates? There's loads of people walking out of that then. Look at the amount of cars coming out. Don't even lie to me, game. Don't even lie to me like that. How dare you? How dare you? But yeah, this is really now starting to build this little area up. Which will be pretty good. So we're going to see a lot of people going back and forth on these the ferry line right now, which that will then eventually spark my need to build another transport system that passes through here, like, you know, the subway line. The trams seem to be doing pretty sweet as well. So that then begs the question, yo, Seniac, yeah boy, do you want to add in a tram line around here? Which will probably be good. What transport links have we got right now? It's just that bus loop we have at the moment, isn't it? Now, what if I incorporated or switched that up, got rid of that bus route, and changed it with a tram line? Now, I could have it... Oh, that's the point, actually. Where would I have it go? Do I have two tram loops? One that kind of, we use the middle road here as the middle bit there where they both connect off, but one kind of goes around the outskirts here, there, and back. And this one kind of goes around those outskirts there and back. Do you know? I think so. It's quite a big job, but you know, we can do this. So I think what we do, we'll upgrade this center road. I still got to build the car park as well to allow vehicles to park. Right, anarchy it, because they ain't gonna like it. We're deleting stuff, boys. We're deleting stuff. Right, that goes to there, and that's as far as I'm gonna take it. And then we'll do a normal road. So this will be this loop anyway. So it'll be pretty useless on this side for the most part at the moment. Until we add more stuff within it. Oh. Didn't mean to do that road like it. So that goes that way. Let me upgrade that to that. Do we have the tram? Yeah, we have the tram lane there. So that loop is set up. The outer loop there. And then we have this outer loop going in this way. Now, I will make it go around here. Because it will utilize, you know, what's going down there. Now, let me just quickly untouch this. Oh, snap, Seniac. Calm down. Why can't I... Excuse me. There we go. Took a while. Bam. Alright, there. Now, am I having this run through the actual university? Or does it cut through the university and go a different way? I feel like we should. Yeah, I feel like we should have it going through the university. It's a really good way to... I mean, we'll definitely get more people using it. I've got to sort all the paths out as well that I've now deleted from adding this in around the university and the park area. But they're now both added in. Superb. So before we get those back up and running, I just want to get in my paths that I've just deleted. So this one here, straight down. I deleted... Well, it's got deleted. Was there one here? I'm not too sure, but I'm going to throw one in there anyway. They're all fine. It's then just the generic paths. One there. And I'm sure there was another one. Was there one here? I don't know. I'm throwing it in, but that... I mean, that looks okay to me now. But we'll see. So, tram depot, we're going to need one in now. So these are my... You can see the purple roads right now. Oh, there was a bit there. Oh, what happened there? I'm sure I converted that back. Interesting. Right, where do I drop this then? The bus depot's there. It's quite a large building, to be honest with you, isn't it? I mean, I could completely have it out of the way. No, not up there. Up here? Yeah, that's kind of out of the way for us, but also close enough that we can still utilize from it. And let's set up our first little loop then. So it's only going to go have two. I'm not going to have like a back and forth one. We'll do like what we did. Oh no, we kind of did it on there back and forth, didn't we? Yeah. Alright, maybe I do or maybe I don't. Oh, No, I won't because we're using this middle lane here as a kind of centerpiece. So if I start there, and then we come down and stop there. Right, then we stop there. Then we stop there. Then we stop there. Right, I don't really have much going on up here, so I'm just going to do a stop here. Stop there, and then finalize that loop. That's then done. So then on the opposite side of the road, they cross over one another, don't they? Yeah, they do. They actually do. So that tram line I just got in, where's this one? It's this one here, isn't it? Right, let me delete that line. I just realised. I think what I should do really is... Right, there. There. Oh, man. Do I do a little bit more? Let's do a couple more. Is that too many stops around there? I don't know. But then we'll have one just here. I'll have one okay, not there because it glitches it all out. Just there. We'll have one here. There. 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 And there. So yeah, the other one, it was crossing over. The trams would have been crossing over one another, and probably would have, caused some traffic jams. But I might have done it a little bit excessive, some of these tram stops. but it's just a way in which I can, you know, maximize the amount of passengers on it. So this one for now, it is what it is. I'll add more stops to it as time goes on until I build more around the other side of the area. But that drops there and then to there. And that's our 2 loops there then done. For around this side of the island anyway, which is pretty sweet. And they'll utilize that, which might mean, well, I see what change it does to this bus route, because it might completely kill off the people using that bus route, but we'll give it time and we'll pretty much see. Let me move this bus depot somewhere else. I could pull it right next door from the moment, just there for the, actually, no, you know what? I don't need it no more, because you've got a bus depot over there, so I technically don't need it. What I am gonna do then is let me move this right into the corner instead, and we'll create a little car park here. So let's set this up then. So we'll just come straight off it there. Bit wider. How's that? Should be okay. Let me just see. Right. Rotate that there. Right, it's all down to trial and error really, isn't it? And I could drop in the smaller one there. I'll replace those there. Oh, no, Sediak, get off this! There we go. It's already dropping cars in. Right, I know what I'm trying to do. You just can't select the car park section. That was annoying. Right, it's back in again. And there we go. So it gives you room there to put all shops down and stores, which would be really good. What if I upgrade it to the wide? No, I won't upgrade it to the wider one. Right, let me get these back in then. So basically what I was doing is I'm coming off it a little bit. So I got a little bit of space. And it was this one. That's in, there's a little additional extra. I ain't got no room for any of the disabled parking and stuff like that, but hey ho, there you go. And then my parking restrictions. So let's turn off all the parking restrictions just kind of around the area real quick. And hopefully it forces a lot of these vehicles to, I mean, they'll choose the parking on the buildings and stuff around it. Alright, we'll go up to there. Just to here quickly. So hopefully they utilize my makeshift car park at the moment. You never know. Alright, let's delete. Just, well, not delete it, but you know what I mean. Just kind of restrict them around the generic area. And we see how that goes. We'll drop down some generic high density commercial around it, which will be good for them. And let me just sort out these junctions then. So first things first, traffic lights. Let's get rid of the traffic lights on this area. Junction restrictions. I might have to do the little crossover for the people to walk across, so they're not causing any issues with delaying the traffic. Because that might be a good little shout to kind of get set up. Now, if I did get rid of the bus route here, they will all turn to the trams. So, you know what? I'm going to do that. Bus routes. Here we go. Which one is our... Right, it's not that one. Is it number 4? Is this Humpback Island? Yes. Delete that line real quick. So we then might see everybody over here, then walk to the trams. And do they? Yes, they do. So them doing that, I'm just now going to quickly pause. I'm going to try and attempt something. I don't know if it's going to work, so bear with me. 10 to 10. How high is that? It does seem quite high. And then come down to 0 just there. Because they walk in the central bit for that, don't they? And then if I go across by 4 and down on each one. Just like that. And then if we get the move it tool just there. Right, and then basically I'm going to disable then, or restrict the ability for them to walk across the road here. So they then utilize, let me get rid of this as well.
I don't understand.
Oh, my watch is listening to me. Leave me alone. They then choose to walk across the bridge here, which then allows the traffic there to flow a little bit better. Because we then don't have any hold-ups because there's so many people walking across it. That's pretty cool, isn't it? That really is. They're utilising that really well. And then just go wait for a tram to come along and pick them up. So that one side is more than any other, but there's a tram now heading on its way, which the trams can hold up to 90 people. So that picks a lot of people up right now, and off it goes. See, that's better, isn't it? That's kind of like a little bit of better setup in this whole little area, which I really do like. And we'll see how it goes then. So we got the car park there, you know, set up nicely as well. But as you can tell, these buildings have their own car parks, and there's loads of vehicles in them as well. So we got the little extra overspill car park all set up. And it's really not doing what I wanted it to do by creating more industrial demand. But I don't know if that's because I got so much commercial in. They're just going to work there instead. I really still need to up my residential population in many ways, don't I? I really do. So let's fill up all this in. There we go, because we do have the demand for the residential. And let's finalise some of the low density neighbourhoods too as well then. So that's a bit too far over. That's perfect just there. And then what do I do at this point? Do I just leave it as open as that? Maybe throw a park down or something? I think that's what I'll probably end up doing there. So low density residential. You get a nice little strip there backing on there and there around the track and field, whatever it's called over there, for the sports stadium for the university, which is pretty cool. And then we'll continue our little grid setup over here and push this as far back as possible. This is literally the suburbs. So they go pretty much straight up to there. So that's a solid little connection. And I don't really want to connect it like that. So I think what I'll do is by 30 is about there. So if I come up by 11 and go straight up by 10. Yeah, let me see what I can come up with just here. So a 4x4. Creates something a little bit different, doesn't it? I mean, it's only suburbs anyway, so there won't be that much traffic around there. Run that little strip up to there for water. There we go, run that in the middle there. Run that up to there, and then this little section should fill all of that up. So now residential start to push it back. As Humpback Island's had some pretty big expansions today, really, hasn't it? It really has. So that'll provide us with more residents. I'm up to 26,000 at the moment. I thought it would be a little bit higher, but I assume once they all fully moved in, then we'll have a proper gauge of where they currently are. So the complaint over here right now that there's not enough customers. So we do need to bring more tourists to the island. It could be down to the fact that I can't transport enough of them. As each boat filled up. Oh no, it's a different line. It's the line on this side, isn't it? Oh, that should drop a load of people off, which it does. So the customers will eventually come. It is quite a nice big chunky little section. We've just got to get them over here, boys. We've just got to get them over here. So planes are still coming in left, right, and centre. This is apparently still having nobody be using it. But that airplane lands. People get out, as you can see. But I don't think it's calculating correctly. It's a weird one, isn't it? It really is. It really is. So where are we at now, then? Residents still coming in. The customers should be flowing in their droves, but just need them more tourists. We need to give them more of a reason to come over to this area, really, don't we? So, yeah, let's take a look then. The Grand Central Terminal. It could be also if I drop the subway line in, which enabled them to kind of get over here, then it'll be used a lot. The Eiffel Tower, I want to save that for a nice little area. We do have the boat museum, which we can throw down. But I don't know how I feel about... I mean, it could be squeezed in there in this whole little pier section. Let me just have a little take a little look and see how it kind of... I'm not too sure about that. I'll keep it there for now. If I just rotate it a little bit like that. And see how that goes. That's another little tourist thing to bring people in. But I just generally need more tourists on the island anyway. So I'm getting way ahead of myself there with the tourism. But apparently there's still room for commercial growth. Fish University. Still got... Ooh. Damn, what? We still need more students. But that will come over time as we get more residents in. We don't really have much of a residential growth at the minute. So I think I might force some industrial growth next episode. But Humpback Island is getting there. We do need that additional way to transport people over from the main island over, which probably is going to result in a... Oh, that's the wrong button. A subway line. So it'll probably come off Port Dixon here and then bring up to there. I don't know how many stops we'll have if I had one tearing through the middle to complement the tram line, because the subway line doesn't obviously go to each other side. That might be a good thing to do. I won't do it now. We'll do it next episode anyway. But it would be a really good thing to do to complement it. And just have it come off there. So that being the interchange. Which is near this area. But this is taking a hit right now. Because we've now added that additional tourist area in. This one's taking a hit because then tourists are able to go over that way as well. But I think that's as much as we want to throw in. We will have to set up a little beach. Oh, there's a football game playing right now. Oh, we've won quite a lot. It must be a good team. Must be a real good team. But I'm going to end it for here anyway, guys. Hope you did enjoy this. We've done some huge expansions right now as Humpback Island comes together. Give me some name suggestions for our 2 brand new areas. But we're now closing up to 27,000 population, which is really, really good. We'll take a look at trying to get more tourists in as time goes on. We'll also try and get more people over here, not just on the boats, because in terms of our public transport, a lot of people are using the boats. Nearly 400 right now, which is gone up a little bit. But I'm at the limit. I can't get any more. And it doesn't matter if I added in more boats. I'm at the maximum of how many you can dock at a time. Because by the time that one's docked and ready to go, you know, the next one's coming along. So there's not much really I can do to change that. The tram usage has gone up dramatically. Like it really has. Another way in which I could do it is probably set up a secondary boat route. It came off this side, but we don't really have anything over here to kind of utilize it from. So it probably will be a subway line up and running. How much people are using the subway line anyway? Where is it? 308. And that's only really going back and forth, which they can go back and forth on the trams or in the bus. So that's quite interesting. We'll add it to Humpback Island to here. We'll connect it off Port Dixon. That'll be the interchange for that. It'll probably be like one stop there, one stop here. Getting back and forth, but it'll be a good way to kind of bring people over, and they can just jump on a tram line and get to where they need to get to. So it shouldn't be too shabby. Shouldn't be too shabby. But yeah, we're definitely going to expand the industrial area next episode, guys. We really need to do to kind of spark that those demands. How much are we making off that industrial area at the minute? 55,000. Yeah, so it's been kind of stagnant around the 50,000 for quite some time. We'll keep pushing it next episode, but I hope you did enjoy this episode. If you did, guys, please make sure you smash that like button down below. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So, goodbye.